Hey there, this is Elizabeth from Gabriel Family Adventures, and today I want to share a quick overview of a fun activity to do if you are in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and that is to get to the top of the Sugarloaf Mountain. So I'm a really outdoorsy person. I love hiking, but I also tend to be a little clumsy. So I did some research on getting to the top of the Sugarloaf because it's so gorgeous. And what we decided to do is something that combined a little bit of a hike with being smart and safe. And what does that mean? So Sugarloaf itself, to get to the top, there's actually two hills. So there's the Pão de Açúcar, the Sugarloaf itself, and then there's a shorter hill that you can climb. And there's a cable car that runs from the base of the first hill, the Urca Hill, and you can take the cable car one stop to the middle and then all the way up to the top of the Sugarloaf. Or what you can do is you can hike the first trail all the way up and around, which I'll tell you how to do. And then from the very top of that first mountain, the first hill, whatever you want to call it, you can get a ticket for a cable car to take you to the top of the Sugarloaf. And that's what we did. The reason we did that was because the Sugarloaf Mountain itself, you can climb, but it is highly recommended that you are an experienced climber and you pay for a guide. So I just didn't really want to risk it. Since I'm clumsy, since we kind of were planning this last minute on our trip, we decided that we could still get a fun hike in and not take any risks. All right, so we were supposed to go on a bike tour today of Rio, and it got canceled because I guess our girls are not feeling well. So we're gonna go try to hike up to the first hill on the Sugarloaf Mountain, and then we're gonna take the second cable car up to the top. So we're gonna be independent tourists today, and we'll see how it goes. So how do you get there? Well, it's very simple. You can take, a taxi, a bike, Uber, whatever you want. And outside of the Botafogo area of Rio, you can just ask them to take you to the cable car at the base of the hill. And what you'll find is when you get to the base, the cable car base you can just have them send you to Urca. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I might not be. All you have to do is, if you're looking at the water itself, walk towards the water and then turn left. And you'll walk over to the left and you will see a sign, a brown sign, that's the trailhead. And so that's where you're gonna find the trail that's going to take you to the top of the first hill. And the hike itself is about 1 mile. It is kind of steep. So, make sure that you have at a minimum running shoes on. Don't have anything slippery. I don't recommend doing it in flip-flops. Do you need hiking boots? Probably not. I say that though I live in Colorado, so being at sea level, everything feels a little easier, but it's mid-level strenuous. It's not crazy, but if you're not a hiker, you'll want to take your time with it. Hey guys, what are we doing?
Dying, burning calories.
Sea level. This is easy.
Finding a place to throw up.
And so it took us about 15-16 minutes to get to the top. And then from there, you can buy your cable car ticket all the way to the top of the Sugarloaf itself. And then you have some choices. You can take the cable car back down to where you started at the first hill and hike to the bottom, or you can take the cable car all the way down. So what we decided to do in our group of 4 is my friend Anna and I decided we were gonna hike, kind of jog hike down the trail. And then our husbands were going to take the cable car and we were going to see who could get there first. And we were well on our way to beating the boys until my poor friend slipped and fell and broke her phone on one of the rocks, because it can get a little slippery because it is a very humid area. So if you're walking on the rocks and you're not holding on, there are railings and ropes and things like that. If you're not holding on, you can easily slip because the rocks tend to be moist. So overall, it was really fun. It was a wonderful way to spend our morning besides the broken phone situation. And It's absolutely gorgeous. You get this incredible view of Rio, of the Botafogo area of Rio, and we loved it. So I personally recommend do the hike. And then if you really want, just take the cable car back down, but do the hike to the first hill. Pretty much anyone, any fitness level, if you take your time, you can make it up. Just, take a break when you need to. But overall, it was wonderful. And if you're really feeling adventurous, then you can do the secondary trail to get up to all the way up to the Sugarloaf, but I personally am not that daring. So if you've been up to the Sugarloaf and hiked it yourself, please let me know in the comments below how that went. If you have any questions, please put those below as well, and subscribe to this channel for more adventures in the future. Thank you.